Hello everyone, welcome to the video. I'm Tim, and today we're going to talk about my kitchen and eating setup, everything that I need to prepare a meal and to eat a meal. So I'm going to take you over my basics, so let's get started. All right, we're going to get started with the cooking gear first. We're going to start with that and work our way around the kitchen from there. But the most important thing is what you're going to cook on, and it's really up to you, your personal preference. Some people like a griddle, a scuttle, a stove, an oven. There's lots of different options with this, but I'm using the Jetboil system, and there's a couple reasons why I'm using this system. One, it packs down very small, so I'm able to carry everything in one kit. And coming from a Jeep Wrangler, that was really important to me because in the Wrangler we didn't have a lot of space, unlike the Gladiator, but I still keep it to where I can go back and forth between the Wrangler and the Gladiator, so I want to keep things real simple. And unwrapping this, it just unzips from the top, and what I like about Jetboil is they left a lot of room at the top to store extra pans. So when you open this up, there's many things that we have right in here in this kit. There's a collapsible pot. I like that a lot, and it fits right here on top. It even has a lid that goes along with that. And this one is the Camp Wolf system. It's been a really good pot for camping and cooking. And next thing is my hose. And I decided to go with this small propane tank instead of the little green bottles. This seems to be more efficient. And it lasts a long time, really. Just got to keep your eye on it. And always carry a spare bottle just in case that one runs out. But I like going with the smaller bottles instead of the little green bottles. So it's worked out good. So I keep that right here on top. And next followed by a good pan. What I like about this, it claps small, it's non-stick, and again, it just fits right on top of all this. Next up is the lid for the pot, and if you notice, the Jetboil is actually inside the pot, which makes up the base of the system. So here you have the pot, the lid, and the stove fits right inside there, so all this fits in there real compact. All right, this is the Jetboil stove, and it's a dual burner, and this thing has one heck of a flame. This thing gets hot, but I like it because it doesn't take up a lot of room, and it's big enough for the pans and everything. You can put the pot over here, the pan at the same time, and it's just really a neat system. And just the fact that it packs up so small is what I like about it the most, and the reliability. It's never let us down yet. And I also carry a smaller Jetboil. I can throw this in the backpack really easy with a small burner, and I like that too because it gives me one other little pot here. And I keep this canister inside it. This is actually for the Jetboil for my coffee maker, so this is a really neat idea and very compact. And speaking of compact, this is my Jetboil coffee maker, and it's actually made for several different things. You can heat water for your little ready-to-eat meals, but you take this off, which can also be a cup. And I kind of have mine pre-set up. This is for the French press, for making coffee. And it's really easy system. You just run this through the lid, and you screw this on. Your burner's inside. And they redid the burner from the first one I had. The first one, whenever you would start it up, sometimes it was kind of tricky to try to get it going once you have the gas on. But now it's got an automatic burner that ignites it as you turn it, so I like that feature a lot better. Seems a little bit safer, but simple setup is you just mount the burner here to the canister. And if you're in rocks or uneven surfaces, it comes with a little stand for the canister itself, which is your fuel. And then that will go right on top of that. And once it gets boiling, what's neat about it, you'll see the lines come up on the orange, and whenever they're all the way at the top, that means it's at boiling temperature. And at that time, you can put your coffee grounds in there. And with this French press, you're just going to put this lid on, just making sure that you're going to pour this way. I've got it backwards a few times, so now I pay attention to which way the pour is. So you pour it that way, or if you're a side pour, you can move it over here. But I like it like that. And then once it's at boiling temperature, I'll leave my coffee grounds in there for a little bit, and then I'll start pressing them down for that French press, and it makes some really good coffee. All right, the next thing we're gonna go over is water. Very important thing to have with you. And with this, I'm using the Dometic system. I've been using this for about 4 or 5 years. I was really happy with it. The only thing I wasn't happy with is I actually broke this cap here by leaving it in the Jeep in the wintertime. It froze and broke. And unfortunately, Dometic won't replace it for you. You'll call them and they'll just tell you to buy a new jug. So I bought a new jug, but what was neat about that was whenever I did buy the new jug, because this is my old jug, I got the new parts that had broke because it comes with both lids. So what was good about that, I was able to take the new lid that came with this new Dometic and put it over on my old one, because I actually use this for the dog's water. I will set this up, and then I'll have the dog's bowl under that, and I can use the faucet here to fill up the dog's bowl. So they have their own water bottle whenever we go out, but it works out good for that, and especially being K9 and working the dogs a bunch and getting them heated up. I like to have that feature, so I did have to buy a second bottle, which after I did so, I really didn't regret it because I had a use for it anyway. But for the original one, what's neat about this one is whenever you plug this in to the top here, all you gotta do is tap twice, and you have running water where you can wash your hands, which hygiene, especially in the kitchen, is a really big thing. So this is a good feature, and I like that about it. It's easy, you just tap it, wash your hands, tap it again to stop it. And it's got a little light under here, so whenever you tap your hands and you're washing, you can see your hands getting clean. I like that feature, and this is something that I will camp with every time, and it's something I would definitely buy again. And with cooking, you have dishes, right? I keep my dishes very minimal, and this is the setup I like to use, and all this came off Amazon. I can leave you some links for it. But I carry regular steak knives. Unfortunately, they didn't come with sheaths, so I just used an old piece of styrofoam that came in another kit. So that way I can have some sharp steak knives and be able to secure them to where you won't reach in there and accidentally get cut. And next is the silverware, and I love this silverware. I will definitely continue to use this. If I ever lose it or something, I will replace it. But what's neat about it is it has its own little cookware set, and these are all magnetic. So these all stick together. You got your knife, you got your fork, and your spoon. And whenever you're done, after you clean all these up, these all stick together and you don't have to take up very much room with them. I like that about that, so I love this system. And the next thing we have is the plates. And I like these metal plates. What's good about them is they have trays so you can separate your food at camp, but you can also wash them really easy. These are very easy to clean and keep clean. And something about a good solid metal plate versus a plastic plate that's flimsy, especially when you're trying to cut a steak or something along that line. It's just better to have the old metal tray, and it is a little bit more dishes than a paper plate, but I'll do the dishes, it's worth it. And I feel like everyone should just have a good cup. This is my all-around cup for at camp. I use it for coffee in the morning, I use it for adult beverages at night, and just water or anything. I just love this cup because it's multi-use. It's good, it keeps things hot, it keeps things cool. This one's actually made by Yeti, and it's just been an all-around good camp cup. It was given to me as a gift, and it was a great gift because I still use it and been using it for about 3 years now. And a good wooden spoon is good. I use this with all the stuff on the Jetboil. It doesn't scratch up the bottoms. It doesn't affect the non-stick at all. So having a good wooden spoon is a necessity for your cook gear. And after all that's done, we got dishes, right? So what I do for dishes, I also found this on Amazon. It's just a dish tray that's expandable. And I like this Dawn dish soap. It's just so easy. It's not much of a mess, and you can spray it on everything really good. And then having a sponge that also has an abrasive side. This has worked out perfect out at camp. And with the Dawn spray bottle, I love this because the Dawn spray is just so easy and it's got such good cleaning power. And always have a sponge that also has an abrasive side for anything that's stuck onto the pans or the utensils. So this has been working out great. And I like these Overland storage containers. This is Overland vehicle systems. They're aluminum, they're very lightweight. And I have one marked for food. That's my pantry. I keep all the ready to eat meals inside there, along with some canned goods and some seasonings and stuff. So all that stuff lives in this container. And I try to keep about 6 days worth of food with me at all times. Just seems to be a good number. So that's what the bottom container for. And then this top container stores all the stuff that we just saw, and it fits nice and neat in here. It keeps everything dry and dust free. So I like these containers just because they're lightweight and they do their job. And for my fridge, I'm still running the EcoFlow Glacier. This fridge has actually worked out very well. It's been running good ever since. I had to get a couple replacements, but this one's been solid so far. I've taken extra care with it. I actually put a fan down there by it if it's in the daytime with the heat, just blowing some air on it just to keep it cooler. It's just one of those USB fans. And the other thing I like about it is it makes ice. So I got ice at camp. It's a fridge freezer. So I've been very happy with this. I've been carrying that and really babying it, hoping it will last a long time. And this is where my propane bottle is. And I like it because it's out of the way. I actually got this over on trailrecon.com. It was a good buy and I've been happy with it. I also bought a second bottle just to have as a backup in case this one goes bad, or not bad, but runs down. So I like that setup. Everything's nice and easy. I can set the burners down here. I got the gas up there, got the refrigerator there. So everything just works like this. And if you're gonna eat, you must have a table, right? And chair. I've been carrying this front runner chair for a while now. It's been working out good. And the thing I like about it is it packs up pretty compact. And it's really easy to set up. And I like this because if I want to use the back of my tailgate as a table, I can set this right up there like this. And this allows a great space. It's just the right height to sit behind your Jeep. Unless you lift it too high, then that may be a problem. But right now this works out pretty good. I can sit here in this chair. I got a nice table in front of me. I'm also running the Mountain Hatch tailgate cover on this too. I like it because it has some spots where everything's flat here and it will hold things in place. So that's been a good addition to my tailgate, which I guess is part of my cook system as well. So you can put drinks here. It's got a little spot cut out for phones or whatever you want to put here. So this Mountain Hatch table's worked out pretty good as well. And my favorite table I have is this table right here. It's a table that attaches to your tire. And after I got this as a gift, I wasn't really sure how I ever lived without it, because once you lock out the legs here, all you have to do is let out this end here. And this just slides right around your tire like this. You can adjust it, and then you can adjust your rear legs here to where it sets level. And this table has been amazing. I really like it. And what's cool about this is it can go with any of the tires. It can go with the front tires, the back tires, all 4 tires you can attach this to. And that's what makes this so neat and such a great option. And having this little side tray with it too has been really handy. And just the fact that it packs up so small, I really don't know how I did without it, because now that I have it, every time I go out camping, it's one of the first things that comes out, because you can start storing stuff on it and packing things up, and it's been a great addition. So those have been my top things at camp that I enjoy when I'm out. And you can do any of these things. You can have any type of stove, you can have any type of freezer, refrigerator, even an ice chest works great, especially if you're just going out for a day or two. So it's fun to just play around with these, make these your own. The stuff that I've been doing here has been about 8 to 10 years in the making of this equipment here. So I change things out, find what I like, and I haven't bought it all at once. It's taking time, but I also like saving my money and doing a really good investment on a piece of kit or a piece of gear that's going to last a long time, and I recommend you do the same. So hope you liked this video. If you did, please like it and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.